Hey everybody, this is Extreme Travesty and welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. In the last episode, we began the investigation of the death of Chihiro Fujisaki, and Byakuya has dragged us along with him as his lapdog, apparently. But we ended off with Hina calling for our assistance, so we're gonna start with her.
Please!
This is a serious emergency. Please, please, you gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Hina? It's an emergency. Emergency? What happened?
Well...
Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. Well, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya?
Very strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit, I'm intrigued. Suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Okay. I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no and that'd be the end of it.
Yeah!
Okay, come on, hurry! Wait for us, Hina!
Let's go.
Looks like she headed to the dorms. To Toko's room, most likely. You're right. Okay. Well, we're at Toko's room.
Such ignorance.
Talk to the wrong person, you waste of space. Well, thank you! Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency. Hina, where are you? Oh, there you are. You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast. So what's this emergency?
So,
Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, see how she was doing. But when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out and she kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff?
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. Alright. May as well give it a shot. The door swung open, slowly and silently. Holy crap! An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
what?
Oh, nothing. It's just that, Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But, could you open up, just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control.
And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time. When I rang a little while ago. I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend. Doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. But it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door? Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared?
But...
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? Yeah, there is. Hey, Byakuya, you think you could ask her? To come out of her room, I mean?
That's fine.
Sure, whatever.
Huh?
You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want to. Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments...
What do you want?
Leave me alone. You're all so annoying.
Ah!
Byakuya! Oops.
It's Byakuya.
I'm sorry. I couldn't keep our promise. Don't worry. Never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. with that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on! Hey Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise?
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But
Stop talking.
if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Okay. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! And I hurried to catch up. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. Just kept on walking toward his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library? Come on, let's go in. Okay. Give me like a second here, because I don't remember where we're at on time. Okay. I didn't have the thing showing me, so... Alright. Is the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Okay. If I remember, on the other side of this door, it's the archive, right? I don't think I ever actually explored that part. So, yeah, that's the archives. Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here?
Let's go.
It'll all make sense once you're inside. Whoa, so many books and files. And so much dust, too.
So in other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. Okay. There's a wooden box. It's empty. Although, judging by the smudges in the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. An extension cord, huh? This shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. Ah, you have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. Huh?
that's right.
That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshair you might wind up in for peeking at it. Without making a sound, I return the file to the shelf. Apparently I don't want to die. There's so many files stuffed onto the shelf. What's in all these things?
That's enough.
Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. The Illuminati? You mean like members of the Diet or something? What? No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There's some very interesting people in there. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. There's a ton of thick files stuffed onto the bookshelf. If you're thinking to look through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos of all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person would never want to look at. Be careful. Huh? What do you mean? All those files here are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Oh? But how would he know all this? Of course, you would think he'd been through... Okay, I think I just looked at the same one, so... Whoops. Alright. What? I'm trying to talk to him! I'm trying to talk to him and he keeps pointing at... There. If you pay attention to your surroundings, you're sure to discover that value for yourself. Seems to be... lamp. Huh? It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, this is the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. So, you're finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. It's home to
Interesting.
classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit in your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Well, it's not that. It's just... It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but... I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? Suppose it goes to show just how much hopes Pete truly wields. Or perhaps... the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. Can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible.
What?
What do you mean, usually? Usual? Normal? Ordinary? Simple? Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you considered usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there is no doubt. Hold on a second. You're saying you've read all these documents and more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So in other words,
I already told you, there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council, and I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interested me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
that's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases has been compiled in here. Because there's so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that at every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust written in blood and the victim's body suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise, the best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? Makoto, I swear to God, you say huh so many times. It's kind of ridiculous. In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So, how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So in other words,
The culprit isn't a copycat killer. It's the real Genocide Jack.
in other words,
That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. Then, Genocide Jack really is? Such a brutal, fiendish killer really is walking around among us?
interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. Whatever, man. Just show me. Byakuya, about that Genocide Jack case file. Could you let me see it?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Byakuya handed me the file, and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos of the scene of each crime had all been collected. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Ken Harada, 32. Tsuhiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Isai, 14. Takeshi Yoshida, 30. Komatsuna Taro, Takafumi Gono, Uchida Naoisha, Takeshi Masamune, Yutoyu Majima. There was no end to it. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page? Profiling results? All the crimes took place either on weekdays at night or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, and when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness had never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder.
So in other words,
The key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality. Split personality? Like the kind of thing you see on TV? So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up until now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb. Genocide Jack case file.
let's go.
Alright, we should get going soon. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we? Ah, wait! Byakuya! As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that?
I don't have time to play with you.
Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he'd asked me to join him, he'd cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack. He's the one that killed Chihiro. And that Murderous Fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out no matter what it takes. To do that, there's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. And we're going to end off the episode there. Byakuya has dragged us around this school, finding whatever we needed to find, and now he is finished with us. So, thank you all for watching, and in the next episode we will return to the scene of the crime and try and talk to more people and see if they got any more information. See you guys next time.